Okay, so I wanted to talk about suicide. What suicide is when awareness is invested in the notion of a person as what it is, when the notion that at the heart of everything there is a little me, and what I am is a thing that can be found. When awareness, which is the true central figure, if you will, when it's invested in this notion, there's a quality of anxiety. This notion has to kind of burn energy in keeping itself as the delusory center of the entire creation. And there's great anxiety in this because really nothing, when we look, nothing really supports that notion. So there has to be a certain degree of scramble to kind of maintain this delusion. And one of the favorite phenomenon of the notion of the person is the phenomenon of control. So the phenomenon of me making this dream look the way I want it to look, from a psychological place, from a separate psychological place. I'm going to control this to conform to basically to my desires, and generally even just to kind of give me this sense that I am in control. Well, first that I exist and that I'm in control, okay? And it doesn't go very well, ever. That's why 99% of people live with a kind of running anxiety and a kind of life of escapes, constantly seeking pleasure, constantly seeking a sense of sort of psychological security in one way or another. Now, the thing is, when we're really invested, when awareness is really invested in the notion of a person, and then the person invests in a certain strategy to try and control the dream, like let's say the stock market. You know, I'll invest my entire life's energies in a certain stock market profile. Or as one fellow did, I'll invest my entire life's energies in a certain political structure. And those things, the structure of the economy or the structure of this political structure with its military, is going to give me a sense that I, as a separate psychological entity, am in control. Now, when the stock market crashes, or when the Allied forces are closing in on your bunker after your political strategy has been murdering millions of people, there comes the realization, oh my God, I couldn't control things on the outside. Okay. And there's a certain, for some people, if they remain invested in the sense of a separate psychological me, for some people there's only one place to turn. There's this realization, oh, I can't control things on the outside, so I've got to remain in control, and the only thing left for me to control is things on the inside. And in a funny sort of way, as soon as there's that sense of looking to the inside, well, I'm going to control this body. Well, but look, the heart keeps pumping on its own. Ooh, that's scary for the me. The heart is pumping on its own. And in a funny sort of, well, it's not so funny, but in a last gasp, it says, look, I'll show you who's in control. Because look what I can do. And it stabs the body, or it takes poison. And it's kind of like this, I mean, this just shows us the power of thought, the power of belief, the power of mental noise, the power of the notion of the person, and the degree to which awareness has become hooked into this notion that it's willing to destroy its host in order to prove itself, right? Oh my God, I couldn't get control on the outside. Okay, I'll get control on the inside. Oh my gosh, I can't control the inside. Because look, this heart is beating, you know, quote unquote, on its own. So I will chuck this body off a bridge, or I will take a poisonous pill. And then it's like you can almost hear the voice say, ha ha ha, you know, what a relief. I really am in control, you know. And so the opportunity really is, if we really have to go that far, I mean, just wait until the next time that you experience a great sense of what might seem like failure, you know, the next time a scheme that you were invested in crashes. Now you see, at that time, you could really just abide as the awareness. There could be the realization, oh, I'm not in control. Or that notion that I'm even a separate psychological something that could get control is just totally foolish. And then we get to see what happens out of that. Then life, just like the heart beating, or the blood pumping, or the food digesting, or the earth spinning, it's all happening. And it really isn't up to the notion of the me, the mental noise in the head.